While today's announcement won't change much straight away for Australian exporters, it could be good news for Norfolk Island. Jessie Schiller and Rachel Evans run a business on the Australian territory of the South Pacific, which was until now facing a 29% tariff, and they join us now. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good to talk to you. What exactly is the tariff situation as it stands for Norfolk Island?
It's a good question. To the best of our knowledge, it's actually been rescinded down to 10% to match Australia as it should have been from the onset.
It's been a roller coaster ride, though.
Ironically, so there's actually no business to our knowledge, and we've talked to a lot of people on Norfolk Island that actually are affected directly by this on Norfolk Island. Nobody exports directly. Kind of ironically, we have a business. We're based very proudly here on Norfolk Island, but we manufacture in India and in Japan, and 80% of our products go to the US. So we were affected, but not directly on the Norfolk Island side of the tariffs.
Yes, I understand you make plastic-free hair accessories, which sounds really interesting and very needed, I'm sure. So did you get a shock when Norfolk Island was all of a sudden in the global spotlight?
Most definitely. We had a very big work week lined up this week, and it has definitely been, it's been a different week for sure.
The international media has kind of caught on to it, and we've been invited to be speaking about this all over the world, really, the US, Canada, Australia. It really captured the world's attention. I think that it was kind of emblematic of perhaps the lack of nuance with which these were rolled out, the fact that Norfolk Island erroneously was given this reciprocal tariff. It looks now, The Guardian has reported that it was a tariff that was due to improperly filled out customs paperwork for shipments traveling from, for example, Norfolk in Virginia or Norfolk in the UK. And I think they've rescinded it partly because of that, and also because we're an external territory of Australia. We don't actually have the ability to set our own tariffs. And so again, it just spoke to the lack of nuance with which they were rolled out in the first place. And the media really jumped on that story because it was just such an emblem of that.
Yes, most certainly. And what dialogue have you been able to have with the Australian government? Are you confident now that Norfolk Island will be understood to be a territory of Australia and not its own entity going forward?
Yeah, it's a little above our heads on that front. We haven't personally connected, but I know that the administrator for Norfolk Island has been vocal about this. And I think as a Norfolk Island, Rachel's an 8th generation descendant. I'm originally Canadian, but have the good fortune of living here. It's been an incredible boon in terms of tourism. I mean, I think Norfolk Island has been in the news around the world, usually accompanied with a beautiful picture of one of our gorgeous beaches. So again, a upside that I don't think anybody anticipated. Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to be flocked with visitors, I hope, to the beautiful coastline there. Yes, I hope the island can benefit from that. So, as you say, you're manufactured, did you say in India? I think I heard you say. So what will the 10% tariff mean for you going forward? How are you assessing the impact of that potentially?
Yes.
It's, it's very fresh news, if we're being really honest. As of yesterday, we were game planning around a 26% tariff that was levied on India, 24% on our Japanese manufacturing, both of those down to 10%. Something that might not be known is that is actually compounded on top of what already existed for tariffs. So our tariffs on 26% were as high as 45%. And that was going to have a very real effect. We're a small business. We're very ethically operated, our entire supply chain, fair trade. And we don't have a lot of buffer.
The margins are already as tight as they can be. So we literally stopped a shipment that needed to go into the US this week because we're just like, we haven't figured out how to pay for this tariff as it enters. So it was very good. Yeah, we paused it, but now we're really grateful it's come down, a lot more. But we still need to figure that out because it hasn't been costed into our goods right now.
So still a lot of uncertainty for you, Rachel and Jessie. Thanks very much for joining us from Norfolk Island, beautiful Norfolk Island, in the headlights there, global spotlight. I hope you get some more visitors, and we're thinking of your business during this time.
Thanks so much.
The support.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And all the small businesses across Oz.